Aloha. Um, yeah, I already know. Hey, what could I say? Life be lifing. It's probably been a cool month or two since I checked in, but I just been getting right in terms of just. I feel like we have the same conversation every day. Fuck getting right. I'm always getting right, but like I said, life be lifing. These was really even my whole reason of even doing these was really for me. Just actually having my different thoughts and something that I can refer back to. I don't know. I guess my YouTube ain't do too bad. Like in terms of views, I wasn't expecting anything. I haven't promoted this at all. I haven't told anybody like look at my shit. This is just all kind of organic, and I feel like in my first, well, I probably had like 30 videos now. My goal is to have 50 on the year, really 100, but I at least need once a week. So I got to pick it the fuck up. Oh well, fuck it, it don't matter. Over the last 2 months, of course, always trading. Y'all ain't got to worry about that. I've been worried. I've been trying to get this 250K account going. Okay, so like through February, then we're break even. Actually down. I end up being down like 3,000. Just about that's about 11,000. So in the meantime, here I'm even show you my RR curve. This is over the last my trades over the last 3 months. So of course we're down. I kind of mentioned in my last video I had kind of started uh, basically testing a what I call e micro for my entries. Okay, for all of these is on my 30 second, aside from a couple, but I got 30 second. I've been taking some off the 5 minute. Today, my trade off the 30 minute. It all kind of falls under the same rules. So, because in my mind, I'm sure you heard me talk about it in the past. Just when I think of time frames, it's just a view of the market. I don't think on them. I don't think of them anything bigger than that. I think of them as just another indicator. So with that being said, the time frame, something happened on a specific candle, when we're talking about price action, I don't really look at it like that. I don't look at real patterns or anything. I just kind of use the time frames to help me navigate what's going on underneath. So, in saying that, it's like I said, it's kind of been a little up and down. This what was 110. Where was we at 110? Okay, March. So yeah, that's literally been about the last about 2 months. I would say for this, because you'll see a lot of some of these days, man. Granted, I'm only trading twice a week still, but in I'm gonna say over the last 2 months, I've taken a lot of trades. More so last month and like through March and April, this is when I was really working on the yeah. So like it's days I'm taking 10 trades, 11 trades. It's weeks I'm taking 20 trades in literally 2 days, which is fine. I just wanted to get the data down. Just making sure, I'm taking the best entries possible. So that being said, over this last about month, I'm feeling more and more comfortable. I'm starting to figure out kind of, I don't have to enter all of these entries. I just want to figure out kind of what my entry is. Hold up, not the past month, this month. So this month has been much better in terms of, just being a little bit more selective. I got on a few different pairs too. So like when I was testing, I was doing a lot of my testing on NQ. Um, but now, granted, NQ got kind of ass for me. It kind of quit buying toward the end of the. Let me just see actually. But it was like toward the end of. Well, yeah, really until like beginning of this month. Like so, like down in here, I'm gonna just go back. Yeah, like this whole time from like February through really through like April and stuff, I was just sales, and I'll even show you. Just being on, in my opinion, the right side of the market has helped me. I'm gonna try. Let me just do year to date. So through all of this testing, it's damn near all I was taking was just shorts on Nasdaq at least. I was just kind of waiting for gold, but yeah, for like literally 2 weeks straight, that's all I traded. A little bit of oil. Let's see, during April, what was that? Yeah, end of April. yeah, just kind of waiting. So like really since like about this week here, I've been bullish again on Nasdaq, which as I should be. This is exactly what I want to see out of my system in terms of being patient. It really wasn't until this area that I started being bullish, and it's been doing well for me. Um, that being said, yeah, I've taken a lot of there's a lot of break evens going on. I take it's a couple bad trades. Like I got um, just being down, it's so easy to get lost down there on the 1 second. That's why I'm letting these higher time frames for me now kind of dictate my decisions and stuff, like things, little things like direction, things like that of that sort. But in the meantime, let me just show kind of what happened, what my past couple months have been looking like. So just this month alone, this is still my this for my 50K. So or my 250K. This month alone, yeah, I'm down about 500, or with fees and stuff about 800. Um, I went on a nice little win streak, but then just at the same time went on a nice little losing streak. One thing I've been doing really well is, of course, my break even rules. I kind of mentioned that in my last video, but just um, being fast. This was probably a day I could have got away with one, max two losses. For whatever reason, why I just wanted to keep firing away, and I don't know. I didn't even take those pictures. They're horrible trades. I'll be so serious. They were horrible trades. Just I don't know. I've been realizing my worst days is when I wake up trying to make some money. I'll be trying to make something happen, and like I'll wake up, I'll be like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a 5K day, because it's like I'm seeing shit that's not there, and if a trend is beginning to set up, like on my higher time frames, I think today might be a day. I get excited, and then on those type of days is when I'm dropping 50 fucking trades. I started actually taking partials and stuff, which I have been doing now. So since these, I just took 3 break evens yesterday, and I'm in a trade right now. Still, Bitcoin is just floating. Um, it's floating. This was my 30-minute entry, which I'm not gonna lie, I like this. I was a fan of this. I woke up today and kind of saw it setting up right here. Let me show some shit too, because I've gotten pretty good with this, a little bit more organized, so that I'm not just kind of flying all over the place. But okay, so Wednesday, of course, is just the same regular shit. My EVC, C being my confirmation, so that's usually gonna be my higher time frame. Knowing that I'm taking this off of a 30-minute entry, my daily is gonna be my kind of high time frame. So what I'm just looking for here is a valid area to get involved with the cycle. So price validated this accumulation block just by pushing up out of this area. It's moved back above the MAs, held its move on the MAs. So I call that the first momentum block one. Then had our move, caught itself on the MAs, chopped around a little bit, but never closed below the 20. So usually that's how in my mind, I'm resetting them. So this on the daily, this would have been the momentum block two. And then today, when I was hopping on the chart, what time is this? 10:12. When did I even take my entry? I'll look at it in a sec. It's not a big deal. But yeah, it being 10:12, I just hopped on here and I'm like, okay, in my mind, this could go. This could go for a minute. Like, got to think each one of these candles is a day. So this, in my mind, at the time of taking this entry this morning, I felt like there's nothing stopping this candle from looking like this or looking like one of these. So yeah, so literally this is that same thing. You see how I get there? Like in my mind, I'm like, okay, bet, because this is still the same daily candle. That was 9 hours left. We probably got we got that's 2 hours ago. So, and like I said, there's nothing stopping this from going even crazier. With that being said, so kind of same thing is kind of what I wanted to see out of here. Price respecting the MA is not only on the higher time frame on this daily, but the 5 hour as well. Had my flush, so the reset. You can't. This isn't that clear in terms of like it set in a stage two or validating an accumulation block, but just this move alone, I was able to, and it holding its move on these MAs, I was like, okay, I'm able to at least watch this. I'm like, okay, well, this shit probably wants to keep going. And granted, like I said, I didn't trade anywhere in here. This was yesterday morning, so I just kind of let this be. But then waking up today, same shit. It held its move still on these MAs. I'm like, there's no reason this thing can't go any higher. So I get on, and it's pretty ironic. This looks exactly how my entries look on my 1 minute. So can we just my double block? This is this simple. This is how I got this entry. It's literally this simple. Um, Taking it like this, and then the way have been using my 1 second for an E micro entry is the same way I did my 1 minute today. So in doing that, I was like, this looks good. This looks exactly how I want to see on my, of course, still the double MB, my double block, um, that I've been talking about for a long time. But this is exactly how I want my entries to look. So when I'm on my E micro, my 30-second entries be looking the exact, or my 1 second entries off of the 30-second be looking exactly the same. So basically, I'm just buy stopping this, and as long as it can hold, because I had this set, probably price was somewhere in here. This was, yeah, like 9:30. So I always hop on the my charts and stuff at 9:30. I don't think that's nothing new. And yeah, just kind of managing from there. So I had already moved to break even. After this kind of pushed up, usually I want to see like a little pullback, maybe into my zone or not, and then go. I didn't get that. It just came straight up. So like easily by here, I was already break even, and I didn't manage anything yet. I was just waiting to see what we was gonna do. So I think I saw this go higher, and then at this point, it was probably like down here. I just set an alert, and I'm like, all right, like I'm not. I'll either let it come back to break even, or I could start looking to manage after we break up out of here again. So again, this is that same trade. I took my entry. This is Bitcoin right here. Took that entry down here. I'm gonna go to the 1 minute because they look the exact same. And again, this is that block. This is that first block. This is that second block. So I was just waiting for the U. Again, this would have been just as valid as an entry for me. The only difference is I wasn't on the computer at this time, so I would have skipped this anyway, which looks like it probably would have lost. So that worked out in my favor. But I had it. Yeah, I had my shit set at, yeah, literally, this is my order right here, 155. I had my stop loss at 690, so I put it just below probably this move, or where I'm looking. Yeah, so 690 would have been like right here, so just below this. I think at the time it made the most sense. Yeah, because price would have been like right here. So, in putting it there, I'm like, okay, well, it's protected by the MAs. It's basically protected by anything and everything. So, yeah, this was my position size right here. And I'm just going to let it run. Literally was just going to let it run. I'm in, yeah, this is micro Bitcoin. So, I was able to I closed out half up here, just following with the candles. I think after this burst, I was just like, all right, let me take my first, because my first partial, I'm usually happy to take it anywhere from like 2 3 R. I think I was already up like 4 R or something up here, 4 or 5 R. So I'm like, okay, I could start being a little bit more aggressive on this partial, because at the time my stop loss was still down here. So last thing I wanted was it to come flush and take me all the way back, especially without taking anything off. So I mean, yeah, that's basically what I did. That's how this happened. And then I'm either expecting this to come down and take me out break even, or just take the fuck off. And I mean, either way is cool with me. I don't really care. This was only my second day on this chart. Um, like I said yesterday, this week. Yesterday was my first day. I literally just took break even. But yeah, I just took my golds, both golds. These are the MGC and GC, the same shit. It's just this micro. So usually if I have a bigger position, meaning like stop loss and stuff, I can't get in the contracts that I want on a smaller pairs. But usually if I got a tighter stop, like with these, usually the only time I'm using my regular pair on the 50K, so like my regular gold, is if my stop loss is like 15 ticks. Because first of all, I need a partial, so I at least need two contracts. And with that being said, if I'm doing it at 15, 1 and 1, the risk for that is 300, which is the like pretty much the max I want to be risking on any trade on the 50K. Just for I don't know, just keep it easy. Not only it gives me enough room to take some losses and stuff, but at the same time, it's only 10 wins. I really only need, or not even 10 wins. It's only 10 R. So knowing that I made, I would have made 2 R off this trade so far. Um, where we at? I made like 500. Yeah. So really, I think I only risked like 250 on this trade. So yeah, that got me my 2 R, and I'm still up. My other position is up 700 right now. So if I was to close right now, I would make 1200 off this trade. But like I said, I want to keep this. I want to let this keep going. But one thing I've learned over the last probably just 2 months is like, of course, and this is different hearing it, but drawdown is super normal. Now, maybe like I said, this is some pretty deep drawdown, but I'm handling it. Definitely handling it. I've logged everything. I went in, like even when I started losing some shit, I went in knowing like I'm just working on my system. I'm just working on some shit, get a couple kinks out the way. Like it's so crazy. A lot of these trades wasn't even that bad. Like I'd be up. They were either break evens or just losses because I wasn't taking profit for real. I was trying to wait for like a 1 to 5 for my first partial, or like I don't know, something even crazier. And in the midst of that, I'm like, well, fuck. Might as well take at least half off at some point and start doing partials. So that's what was it? Probably 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, um, maybe even a month. That's when I started hitting my like what was this? Yeah, see, I would have did my partial here, so I probably did my first partial at 2.5 or at 2 R, so that would have gave me 1 R, and then I took the next partial, let the rest run right there. Um, something slight, something like that, some of that nature. But um, I figured I would drop this at least just to show y'all I don't hate y'all. Hopefully you don't hate me. I definitely don't hate myself, and um, yeah, I mean, just get back consistent. I enjoy doing these. I enjoy watching my growth. I enjoy coming watching this. Like, okay, boom. So today, May 21st. Probably I'm gonna end up watching this eventually again, probably in the next 3 4 months. So just kind of having specific shit on, what I'm learning day by day. I'm gonna just keep stacking and let's keep seeing, kind of what's been working. But I'm gonna feel really good when I get up out of this. Cause off rip, it's always been like, I'll just show you the filter. Let's say like the past 8 months before that, or 9. Because before that, it didn't look as bad just because I was off to a start. But um, and realizing how, like, cause I was up a decent amount, and I didn't realize how far I was down. I thought it was only like a little 6 7 R, but then when I when I put all this stuff in, I'm like, oh shit, been losing. Nigga been losing. But I'm gonna see now in the last 2 months. Yeah, I'm almost break even. In the last month, I'm up. So like I said, it's okay. It's okay. I'm getting there. But I like this. I think this is last 3 months is the best. It's the best little thing I could do for myself. Um, I want to say that's it though. I really didn't want to. I didn't have anything specific I wanted to talk about. I know I needed to get that first one back out there. So you feel me? I could get that shit started. But man, I don't know. Even this Nasdaq looked really good. I guess I could walk kind of through these at least. So like for a minute, I've been doing these for a long time. Like I've been doing these way longer than this, but I've been starting to keep them all in here for a long time. And like when I first started doing it, it wasn't really that accurate. Not accurate, but it wasn't really that organized. You feel me? I would just put on my what I did each day and stuff, and just go through the pairs. So like gold, um, talk about it a little bit. Um, this looks like a lot of gold. So obviously it's gotten a lot better. Like now, because like I said, it's only Tuesday, Wednesday that I do it. So I got all my shits. These is for the most part the only pairs I've been looking at. Like typically Nasdaq or gold gonna look decent. If they don't, I could usually rely on oil. If I can't rely on oil, I could sometimes rely on 6J, which is just that's literally just JU. It's 6J under the futures. Like that's his future ticker name. Just like how NQ or GC is gold and Nasdaq, 6J is Japanese. Japan, yeah, but yeah, and then Bitcoin has been looking really good for the past few weeks, and it's cool. I kind of just draw out my predictions. Of course, they don't always have to happen like this, but in the cases that they do, it's like okay, bet it make sense. Like boom, for instance, I drew this shit yesterday at 2. By the time I woke up today, I'm on here at 10. Like it's like, oh hold up, what was that? Oh, this on the 30. Never mind. I guess that's not even the same pair, but like just doing this over and over again, man. Oh, this would have been right in here. Um, so yeah, it's okay. Um, but like I said, doing this over and over again, get my reps in. This shit, hey, hey man, say man. It's not a lot of things I could fuck up too many more times doing it this way. But with that being said, I'm gonna let y'all boys go, y'all girls go. Uh, yeah, yeah, good chicken.